welcome. Sorry for being a little bit late. Let me verify if everything is going well according to plan. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Petra's Music Condo. We are live every Saturday, but also today. Let me see if you hear something. Hello, Renee. Hello, Jane. How are you today? Indeed, a additional show. Let me close the laptop a little bit because of my beautiful cat. He is sitting right there, and I think that you can actually almost see him because if I do like this, this is he's right outside of the screen. So I'm a little bit like, oh, what is he going to do today? But welcome, Anita, to the show. So we will be starting in 1 minute. So typically, a extra show like this will not be a full show, will not be with a long pre-show, etc., but very briefly and quickly. Because it's just something that I want to do, and in the meantime, my cat, my cat is sitting right at the it's beautiful, right? So to have a pet that is actually very interested and wants to nothing more to sit right where I'm right now. So welcome to the show. This is an extra show, and we will be talking about a album that I received a week ago, and I really enjoy it. And I thought, well, what the heck? Let's do it. Let's try it now. So just give me 10 seconds to get things organized, and then we can start the show. I see Renee is in, Jane is also in. It's 4:30. 4:30, Jane. Wow, that's a good 4:30. That's 6. Oh, that's half past 5, right? Yes, the cat is right there now. He's all around the world, all around the condo. But and Floyd is also in. Hello, pet the diva for me, indeed. So I see it's time to start the show. So let's delve into it, shall we? So welcome to this extra episode of Petra's Music Condo. My name is Petra Verbruggen, and today is election day here in the Netherlands. But it's not going. We're not going to talk about it. No way. It's too much politics for me, and I'm a little bit fed up with it. In the future, extra episodes, we there will be become more possible. Uh, Come here. So there will be more extra episodes in the future because now I have this full studio, which will is kind of like permanent, not really 100% permanent, but I only have to get rid of a few things once a month so that we can clean everything out. But typically, this is the permanent set, so I actually can go live within like 10 minutes or so. And I thought it was 10 minutes. It's actually now 15 minutes. So that's the reason why I'm a little bit late. But hey, that is live and I really like it. So I hope that you liked this new condo thing that I created. I like it. It's not as big as the previous one, and everything is set really neat and nicely. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to that. So I'm not doing it all by myself. Obviously, we have roommates, my Patreons, and I really appreciate each and every one for for being here at the show. So, welcome to this extra episode. What will, apart from the Saturday episodes, these episodes will have a more ad hoc character, but you will be notified upfront when I plan one. Don't worry, the Saturday shows will still remain, however, until the end of March. The time will be different for US and Canada viewers. For Eastern Standard Time, it's 2 p.m., and for Pacific, it's 11 a.m. For Europe, nothing changes. Don't worry, 9 p.m. in mainland Europe and 8 p.m. in the UK, and it's only for the first 2 weeks, and then we go back to the old ones. So let's check if we have some comments because that would be great if we can see if people are in. Cat photo bomb says Jane. Floyd says hello, Pat Deaver for me. Indeed, the cat. That's what we're talking about today. And yes, so let me try to do something very quickly because that would be great if that would be possible. So give me a few seconds to get things organized here. So there you go. Hopefully this is working. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's do this because now the fun part is that I actually have something cool going on. So I actually have the possibility to show what you guys are doing, as you can see over here. We're talking about the cat, and Jane is also in, etc. So that is really cool, right? So that is possible nowadays. So I like that very much. Okay, but like I said, patrons are also in, so let's show them also. Uh, in this extra episode, I would like to briefly talk to you about a freakingly great album from the Shins called Heartworms, and I have it right here. I've got the Vinyl album, as you can see. I'll show it right there to this camera, and it has this is the back end, and it is a really great album. I have been listening to it, not to the album, but to a CD, which I typically also have in the car so that I can listen to it because otherwise vinyl is a little bit awkward. But it is called Heartworms. And for the people that don't know the Shins, it's an American rock band from Albuquerque, New Mexico. They were formed in 1996, so they have been around. And I have been a fan from the band since 2012, but I just found out like a week ago that they are actually based in Portland, Oregon. And for the people that know me, Portland, it has a special place for me. So that is kind of interesting. The band was formed by Mercer, the singer of the band, as a side project to Flake Music. The band released two 7-inch singles and a full-length album. When You Land Here, It's Time to Return by Omnibus Records. And we're touring with Modest Mouse when they were signed to Sub Pop Records. The band's first two records, Oh Inverted World from 2001 and the 2003 album Shoots Too Narrow, performed well commercially and received critically acclaim. The single New Slang brought the band mainstream attention when it featured in the 2004 film Garden State, and that particular single was also part of some elections over here in the Netherlands. So it's kind of interesting that even though there's not a big band over here in the Netherlands, they do have some airplay over here. And as a matter of fact, I will be seeing the Shins this month in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Consequently, the band's third album, Wincing the Night Away from 2007, was a major success for the group, peaking at number 2 in the Billboard 200 and earning a Grammy Award nomination. Following this, the Shins signed up with Columbia Records, and Mercer parted ways with the entire original lineup, deemed to an aesthetic decision, what they said, whatever that means. Following a near 5 hiatus, Port of Marrow, the first album that I bought, and from my perspective, still a great album. The band's fourth studio album was released in 2012. So that gives you some historical perspective. Let's see if we have some comments in the meantime. I see my dad has also joined. I see my mom is here. Hi, mom. That's Annie Verbruggen, by the way. And Floyd says, I have to go pick up the little one. Love spontaneous live streams. Thank you so much, Floyd, and I hope that I see you soon. And like you might not know, but you can actually always try to look at it at a later time. That's the great thing about live video. Moving on, I would say Hotworms is the fifth studio album by the Shins. The album was released last week by Columbia Records. It's the Shins' first studio album after again 5 years, and the album is produced by James Mercer. And So Now What, the first track, was produced by former band member Richard Swift. It received an average review. However, I really dig this album. Especially the cacophonic nature of Painting a Hole, which is track 2, really resonates with me, but I can understand if you don't like this because it is kind of a weird song anyway. A great second place would be the lead-in single "Dead Alive," which was released in October of last year, and the third, a more laid-back Mildenhall about an American soldier who is stationed in Europe, which I really like. Unfortunately, that last one is not a single. However, the second single of Dead Alive is the opener of the album, Name of You. The album has a total of 11 tracks, and I would really recommend to at least give it a spin on Apple Music or Spotify. And of course, I will put the links in the comments after the show. Well, that is it for this episode. So I would really appreciate if you could leave a comment to see what you think about these kind of shows. It's a very short show. I tried to produce it a little bit, but I am interested in what you guys think. Let me see if there are some comments in the meantime. Jane says Portland is amazing. Yes, it is absolutely amazing. Great city. I love the nature that surrounds it. It's right between the Cascades, and there's some mountain range that I forgot the name, right at the coast of the U.S. And it is really cool. So yeah, I really like it. Let me see. What's your favorite song on the sea? I think that would be the track 2, which is the one that I just mentioned. But let me just get the. It is Painting a Hole. Again, this is the album. I love the artwork. And also, it's a little bit, let's say, Halloweenish. There's this skull over here, and it's just a very nice design. And actually, if you open it up, you have all the um, um, lyrics in there as well, so you can actually listen to the songs and try to figure out what they're saying and enjoying it the way you like it. And actually, this is the vinyl version, and you can actually download the digital copy like I did with this CD. I put it on a CD. That's exactly what I did, so that I can listen to it in my car. But that's a track 2, which is very cacophonic. So it's a lot of different noises and a lot of different layers. I like that. That's what I typically like in music. But I can imagine that it's a little bit too much for some of you. So that is, it's just a personal choice. Renee says it's a cool show. Thank you so much, Renee. Again, without you guys, I could not do this kind of shows. And this is a very short form episode just to figure out how this is working. I think I like it. It gives me a good feeling. And again, I like to thank you all of you for having some time for me to listen and watch this show. I will be back this Saturday. I have to admit, I have a bit of a problem. So maybe you have something that you want to talk about on Saturday. So I'll try to think about something myself. But I would like to give you the opportunity to at least think about what is a good subject to talk about. And if you would say that by tomorrow, I can incorporate that in Saturday's show. Thank you very much for watching. Have an absolutely great Wednesday, and see you around. Bye.